Welcome to my new channel, Only Vincible. This channel I've made just as a place where I can go rant, talk about whatever I've got on my mind, might read some Reddit shit, might not. And for today I'm probably going to talk about Hoons, because they really do rule the car community for people in Australia. Because you see them in their modified Falcons Commodores, they look like shit a lot of the time, like slammed to the ground, missing panels, bloody shitty paint, terrible stickers. Absolutely. They're shit. They are shit boxes. Like, you look at them, they are the definition of shit boxes. They ruin it for everyone because they'll do dumb stuff to the cars and then do a lot of dumb stuff in the cars that is actually unsafe for other people on the road. Not just the people in that car, but anyone else on the road, pedestrian or driver. Some of the dumb shit you do see them doing is stuff like doing up to 100 kilometers over the speed limit in an area. So on main streets in Australia, you've got them set to about 60 to 50. Some are at as low as 40 kilometers an hour, especially during school times. You got a lot of them at 40 kilometers an hour. You'll find them doing that about 165 is what I've heard from a few people that actually do participate in it too. They'll be doing 165 up Main Street at about 9 o'clock on a Friday night when you'd have people walking around Main Street. Like, it's a dumb thing that will hurt a lot of people if anything goes wrong. Like, cars are dangerous things. If you hurt anyone in a car, it's counted as assault with a deadly weapon. Like, they aren't to be taken lightly. They can be fun things to do, but they aren't a toy. Like, they're not something you should be flying over Main Street at 160 kilometers an hour. Even on highways, that's still a very dangerous thing to do. Like, the cars aren't always built to handle that speed. Yes, they are meant to go fast. Yes, they can do it, but you shouldn't be doing it too often. Like, overtaking some cunt in a caravan that's going 80 till he hits the overtaking lane and he jumps up to 150. Like, what the fuck, cunt? If you can't do 80, do 100 in the 100 zone, you shouldn't be jumping up to 120 plus when it comes to overtaking lane just because you think the road's wider. It's not wider. You've still got the same amount of room. Like, I've had to overtake a few caravans and get up to 160. It does feel sketchy at that speeds in some cars. Like, my car doesn't seem to... Like, it feels fine at that speed, but I don't reckon I could hold it for too long, because once you hit a corner, it starts to feel very sketchy to turn, so it's not safe. It is, like, I've hit corners, maybe in a game, the background is Dirt Rally 2. It might be a 5 or a 4. Long. Well, I'm not sure what the rally terms are. It's one of those longer sweeping turns. My car doesn't feel like it's going to be stable around parts of that turn, maybe a 4, I'm not sure. But it doesn't feel like it's going to fully be stable through the whole turn, so it's not the safest to be going 160, even when you're overtaking people. It is very sketchy. Like, these cars aren't always made to do those speeds. Yes, they can do those speeds, but you don't really want to be doing them. Even if you do build them for it, it's not even safe to do them on public roads. That's why they have tracks and stuff you can go to. Like, I get that in some areas there are no tracks. Go into one of your mates' properties. Like, if you're a town like this, one of your mates has got to have a property, and they're going to have an area where you can go do car stuff. If they don't, don't do it on the fucking public road. You're gonna hurt someone, and it's gonna be bad when you do, because it's in a small town. It's gonna fuck the whole town. It's gonna have a lot of people sad because you killed someone in the fucking town. Everyone will know it's you too. It is a very stupid thing to do. I know I'm in this bloody rally clip, I'm doing stupid shit in a car, but that's a game. That's different. I can do these things without affecting anyone. It's not like I'm on a public road doing stupid shit. You shouldn't be doing this shit. It's gonna hurt someone, and it's gonna fuck with you for the rest of your life if you hurt someone while doing stupid shit in a car. It is a very dumb thing to do. I know it might sound like some of your parents saying this. My parents have had these conversations with me, and I don't do this dumb shit. I might take some corners a bit too quickly, but I'm not doing 160 up fucking Main Street. Like, it's a very dumb thing, stupid thing to do. If you don't go do shit like this, go somewhere where there's not gonna be people. Go up bush somewhere. Go somewhere where the roads are quiet, where there's gonna be no one. Like, don't do it in a public area where there's gonna be people. Like, I'll go run my car on dirt roads. Might take it a bit quicker than what you should, but I'll be doing 80, and the road will probably rated for 100. I'll be doing 80 in my little car, taking corners, and it's fine. It's a dirt road. I can get it flicking around the corners a little bit. But we are on public roads. We're not on populated roads in populated areas like the middle of a fucking town. we're up bush somewhere by ourselves. Yes, sometimes we don't have service, but we're not always that far from somewhere we can get service. We'll go get service and call for help. In a lot of those places where you don't have service, you can always call 000 to come help you. Like, you pull up, the app tells you where you are with 3 words. I've got that on my phone just in case I need it. You can always call 000 if you get really fucked. Like, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you have that actually no service. Then, oh well, you have to walk till you do. Yeah, you don't want to leave your car, but if you want to get out of there safely and not spend the night out bush with your family worried about you, you can walk. But it's a lot safer than doing this shit in the middle of a fucking town where you could hurt someone's kid that just runs out on the road, because kids do that. Even if they're walking with their parents at night, they will run onto the road. And you don't want to hurt some little kid that's like 3-4 years old, which are the most likely to run out on the road randomly. I've seen little kids run onto roads before, and we've had to run and chase them. Like, family friends' kids have them. I've had to go and run and grab the kid, because you don't want them to get hit by a car, because they will have the intention just to run. They run onto roads all the time, and you see them get hurt. You don't want to be the one that hurts the little kid. That is a fucked thing to do. It's not a nice thing to do. Now I think about it, going up bush night might not be the best option at all, because these are slim Commodores and Falcons. They aren't going to handle well in the dirt. And you don't want to be doing 160 into a tree, because that is objectively still a bad thing. You don't want people dying doing car stuff, because you shouldn't be going doing 160. Like, doing maybe 80 along some of these roads is fine. It is a bit sketchy sometimes, but you don't want to be going and doing too much stupid shit that'll hurt someone or yourself. Or even, you don't want to damage your car either. Like, build your cars to go on a bit more dirt roads. Don't lower them, lift them a little bit, put better tyres on them, and you have a perfect little rally build. Like, I am biased to rally. I love rally games. Also like street racing games. Like, I've got bloody Assetto on my computer that's modded so I can run any car I want on any track I want. Like, I play the map from Initial D, the Arkina downhill. I've run that in a bloody VX Commodore and did it in like 5 minutes or something. Like, it is fun, objectively fun to do this stuff in the video games. Like, doing it in real life is a very bad idea. You're gonna hurt someone or yourself. And if you do go up bush by yourself, objectively, yeah, that is better than doing it in a populated area, but still, we don't want people hurting themselves doing this. It is not a good thing. Now, back to the main topic I wanted to talk about. It's like, why the Hoons are bad for the car community in Australia. And yeah, it is because they're doing dumb shit, like they're doing burnouts on public roads. I saw a video earlier today of a gender reveal party. They did a burnout in a Commodore up a road. It was public road. Granted, it didn't look like it was a main road or some back road, but still looks like a somewhat populated area. Like, it was still tarmac, not a dirt road. They were doing burnout up this road. It was apparently, according to reports, 210 meter burnout. You see the video, like, it is a dumb thing to do. Like, if someone else happened to turn down that road, all that smoke, they wouldn't be able to see what's going on, and someone could have gotten hurt. Like, that car that was doing the burn nearly hit some people that were watching this gender reveal party. Like, it's a very dangerous thing to do, and it's the reason they make it harder for other people who are into cars, like modifying cars and doing it properly, like getting the car engineered and everything. The reason they make it worse for everyone else is because lawmakers say, hey, this is going on, this is going to hurt people, this is hurting people, let's make laws to prevent this. And the laws just start outright banning things like modding your car. Make your car too low, your car's unroadworthy. You do anything, your car can get defected. Like, even putting a turbo on a car, you can get your car defected even if you do it properly. Like, these things, like, you'll see them doing it over in America, and they'll go do it in their mate's shed. And they get away with it because the rules aren't as strict. They're nowhere near as strict because people who do this shit like that, they'll just get arrested and chucked away. Like, America's a bit more lenient on that. That's one of the things I do like about it. I do have a lot of problems that I disagree with America. I'm not going to get into them now, but I do like how they have their car culture over there, because it is more alive than over here. Like, over here, you can't even do the smallest thing without getting a defect notice. sometimes defect notices are warranted, like on cars that definitely should not be on the road, like a lot of these things doing 160 up Main Street. I'm surprised that more of them haven't been taken off the road and these kids aren't getting arrested. Like, they're 18, 19-year-olds and all this shit. Get them on something, get them actual fines and stuff rather than just defecting their car, because they're just going to go get it back on the road, then do the same shit again the next week. Like, these same kids doing it week after week after week, and they're going to hurt someone. I'm surprised no one's been hurt yet, but someone's going to get hurt soon doing this. It's just going to make it harder and harder and harder for anyone who wants to get into cars to get into cars. Because it's already very hard to. Like, you have to go get your car engineered and everything. Just go around, even if you get it engineered, you could still get a defect notice, because people keep doing dumb shit even after they've got the car engineered. It's pretty bad when they're doing that. Like, I want one day get into modifying cars properly. I'm going to do it the proper routes and make sure the cars are road legal. But then, even then, I'm still going to be fearing that my car's going to get taken off the road. A car I've poured money, time, effort into probably could get taken off the road because people are doing dumb shit to them and hurting people doing this. Like, these things aren't toys. I've said this before. My parents have said this to me. The car's not a toy. It can be classed as a deadly weapon if you hurt someone. Like, I've been yelled at for not even doing half the shit these kids are doing. Like, I take a roundabout slightly too quickly, I'm getting yelled at, lectured, because these things aren't toys. I know that. I've lost control in a roundabout, and I'm lucky I didn't hurt myself or anyone else. It was a wet day. I gave my car a little bit of goes in a roundabout. I lost all traction, lost all control. Yes, it was wet. Yes, my tire, and they were new tires too. They weren't old ones. They had full tread. I still gave it a little bit goes and lost control. That's how quickly you can hurt someone. If that road had been slightly more populated, they'd been selling there, I would have hurt them. I might have killed them. Like, it is a very dangerous thing to do, to treat these cars like they're a toy, like they're like it's a race car. Your car's not a race car. It's a fucking cold corner on a public road that you've slammed to the ground. It is not a race car. It's a shitbox. It looks like a shitbox, and everyone's gonna agree. Like, a lot of people look at you like you're a fucking cockhead for this straight pipe V6 Commodore. If you get a mod it tastefully. I can't get too impressed. Like, you and your mates might like it, you might think it's the funnest thing ever, but don't go doing dumb shit on the public roads with it. You're going to hurt someone or yourself. Like, you'll see these videos of people complaining and crying that they've hurt their car, their mates have died, when they're doing this dumb shit. Like, yeah, this is what happens when you do this. Don't do this dumb shit. Someone's going to get hurt. There's videos of people's cars wrecked and destroyed because they've done dumb shit in their car and they've rammed it into a tree, they slammed it into a pole, they slammed into someone else. I've driven past crashes and people's cars are destroyed, and it's like, what were you doing to get the rear end of your Mitsubishi Lancer like that? Like, why is this thing on a truck and this whole road's closed off? What the fuck were you doing? I'm not even sure it was a Lancer or the other car that was on the other truck. I couldn't see properly. I couldn't see the front of that car. Like, it is people doing dumb shit that ruins it for everyone else. And you can see why cops are starting to crush some of these cars too after 3 defect notices, because you keep fucking doing stupid shit to your car, it's gonna get crushed. You keep doing stupid shit in your car, you're gonna get yourself or someone else killed. Or injured on the low end. Like, it's a bad thing. You don't want to hurt anyone, yourself. You don't want to wreck your car. These things are expensive. Cars are getting more and more expensive year by year because people are doing dumb shit and wrecking cars. That's the reason why Monaras, they got down to like a couple grand, then they went back up to 100 grand, like, because there aren't that many of them left. Like, when my dad was a kid, these HK Monaras, they were seeing as granddad cars, like the bloody, some of those little hatches are now. Like, you can get those little hatches in good nick for a couple grand. That's what the Monaras were back then. Like, you don't have the sports cars like that anymore because, well, you see them in Popular Meter all the time, but you'd see them taking them up bush to go flog them. When they were kids, now the Monaras are worth 100 to 200 grand. Like, it's crazy. Now, with that, I'm going to call that end of today's rant. Might have some more coming out, might not. I'm not sure, but please don't do stupid shit in cars. I don't want anyone to get hurt. You don't want anyone to get hurt. You don't want to be the reason some little kid dies. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.